Hi, it's Malcolm here and welcome to another vlog. So today I want to go through two or three systems, maybe four, that were created in December and added to the shared folder. Now if you don't know, the shared folder, or I always call it shared folder, but it's actually a shared drop down list. I don't know why I do that. Is here. So basically these are all systems that some that I've put in here, but mostly other users of PR ratings have added in here. So it's their own tries. They're trying to work out the best systems and they're putting them in here. Whether they're their best systems, I don't know, because it's up to the people, the individuals who put them in here. Supposedly they put them in here and improve them and maybe not share them after that. I don't know, but you know, there's a chance that they are good systems and there's a chance that they aren't. So, but there's plenty in here to choose from. But the whole idea with it was, behind this, was that you would be able to take people's systems and see if you could improve on them and make your own ones and that kind of thing. So, you know, it's kind of a mixture. You'll get systems in here that won't perform over time, and you'll get others that will. So, so we're going back to the 12th. There were quite a few systems put in around the 12th of the year. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video when I add them in, because I don't want everybody seeing the selection process, especially those that aren't PR ratings owners or users. But you know, if you're a PR ratings user, you'll see the selection process as soon as you load it in. For those that aren't, then join and you'll be able to see them, because these are available to everybody. So we're going to go for the 20th of the 12th, which is this FR 3 to 4 chase. Okay, so I'm just going to pause, but all you do is click here and load it in, but I'm just going to pause it. Okay, so I've loaded the system in. As you can see, there are selections for today. This is being recorded on the 2nd of February 2018. So we come down and we can see the graph and we can see the month by month. So in the month that it was created, it produced 25.91 points, but it was created near the end of the month. So that's why I like to leave it a month and then come back to it. So in January, it still created about 25 points. It had a 23.81 strike rate, which was slightly better, and the average winning odds were lower. The average at the moment is 7.5, but it seems to have been dropping, which, you know, you always have to be careful with these systems, because if anything goes, it will be the average winning odds. So it's worth looking at those and seeing if you can get better prices and that kind of thing. So but that's the average, and you can see that got 25 points. Okay, so the next one we're going to come to is what we call, it's pretty much around the same date, is FCR 123 hurdle, and it's down here somewhere, FCR 123 hurdle. There was actually a couple with the same name, and I think that it was that one that I used to see the results. So again, I'm going to pause the video while I load it in. Okay, so if we come down and look at the results now, this is a 706.5 point system so far according to the stats, but you know, it's what happens after that really counts. So you see it's kind of going down, and you think, oh well, that didn't do too well last month, but actually it's already had a couple of selections this 12 selections this month already, and it's you know, not winning at the moment. It's had 2 winners, and the average price is right down. But last month in January, it actually made 70.52 points. So I think there's still legs in this system. Whether it will carry on, it will always depend on how the odds go. But look at the strike rate; it's pretty much where it should be and has been the last 3 months. So the only thing that's really been killing the profit is the average winning odds. So we just have to see how that goes, you know, and you know, see what happens. This is why sometimes it's better to bring these systems in and tweak them a little bit, so you don't get all the selections and maybe just less of them, and sometimes you can pick up the better prices that way. But anyway, that's the second one, excuse me. Right, okay, so the next one is ranks 2 to 1 on the 27th at the 12th as well. Ranks 2 to 1, which is this one here. I'm going to load this one in, and again I'm going to pause it quickly. To be honest, some of these are jockey and trainer systems, and you wouldn't be able to see the jockeys and trainers used anyway, but it's only fair that I keep them away. So again, we've got this tilt at the end, so let's go down and see what happened. So we've had one selection so far this month. Now again, well, I say again, this isn't a large winning system, but it's quite interesting because it has actually had months like that before. It's actually had losing months. The strike rate was a little bit lower at 48, and the average odds was dead on at 3.21. So where it suffered mainly, not getting up to the high marks, was there. But 11.49 points in a month is not bad. And you can see this one goes up and down, but generally the price kind of stays in that parameter. So that's good to look at. And just quickly, I'm going to show you quickly. If we go to the trending results, and we can see basically what's been happening. So the strike rate is really up and down, as you can see, and this month, this last line is this month, and we know we've only had one selection, but you can see the price does actually stay quite close in this sort of area. So that's quite interesting. It's dropped over the last couple of months, so it'd be interesting to see where it goes, but it does tend to stay. So it's all going to be about strike rate, I think, this month. And the last one I want to show you is DSLR 1 to 10, which I think I talked about in the month, but I can't remember. SR 1 to 10 on the 30th. So don't forget, these were all created in December, and so they had the full use of January to see how they worked. And the owner says, or the creator says, try bank £500, I presume, at 2% of bank stake. We can have a look at that in a second. So in January it made 39.717 points, and in February already it's made 5.38 points. So that basically yesterday it had 6 selections and two winners, so it done all right yesterday. It says use percentage of bank, so we can check that if we go to new staking sheet, and this is the percentage of bank. This is going to be silly, I know this is. Update results, and there you go, 2,500 points. So and some mega money. Already 248 this month. That's because obviously the stake will be going up and up and up, and so from the start stake of which would have been 2 to today we're at stakes of 47.89, and we had that 6.6 winner yesterday, so, and that's 5.26 winner yesterday, which drove the profit right up. So that's how it works. It is not a bad system actually. The longest losing run of 23, predicted is 26. Let's go back to the original stats, because then we can have a quick look at the expected winners was 88, and we've done 123. The Archie is 16.71, so it's quite high. Average winning odds of 5.64, and we weren't far off that. Strike rate was pretty much dead on, so January was a really good month for that system as far as that was concerned. Okay, so there's a few systems that if you decide to use PR ratings, don't forget PR ratings is normally $19.99 a month, and I've seen systems, just one system out there that gets nowhere near those points, going for 27, 30, 40 pound a month. So I think it's a really good deal considering all the systems that you can do, and you can create your own, and you can play around with systems that are already in there, and loads of other stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did, and please subscribe to the channel. That would be really great to have you part of the channel. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And if it's the weekend you're watching this, have a good weekend. Bye bye.